on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Houston Texans. DeAndre Carter returning it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
It's a gain of 35.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt.
David Johnson.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 28-yard
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Running from the gun, Johnson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. They run. It's Johnson. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Well, it's caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. It's Deshaun Watson with a touchdown pass to Brandon Cooks. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The tackle made by Eric Murray.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
On the keeper.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away,
oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
and don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down.
Yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Seahawks have picked it up. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans 7, Seahawks 0.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Buying time to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Texans scoop it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying.
He's got daylight. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 72 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line? They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score.
Touchdown, Seattle. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
Jason Myers.
Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now, when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Let's take a quick peek ahead, Charles, to Week 8 as we near the halfway point of the season already. You know, for the Steelers, I'm looking at them, and it's kind of out of the frying pan into the fire because they go straight from the tough road win at 5-0 Tennessee to another tough road game. This one at 5-1 Baltimore, and they're coming off their open week, the Baltimore Ravens. Let's see, what else here on the docket are you looking forward to?
Well, I'm really excited about that Pittsburgh-Baltimore game. The AFC North, it lives up to its reputation, doesn't it? How about the 4-2 Rams at the Dolphins in the debut of Tua Tagovailoa as a Dolphins quarterback? He'll have to avoid Aaron Donald in that one. How about the 4-3 49ers, the resurgent 4-3 49ers, and the 5-1 Seahawks, a tough loss for the Hawks on the road at Arizona on Sunday night. And then, of course, the Cowboys and Eagles on a Sunday night game. Not a great game in terms of record, but the intrigue off the charts. Let's face it, first place could be on the line in this game in the NFC East.
Yeah, that conference or that division is like a hot potato. You take it. We'll see who can win the game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Screenplay, Johnson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
First down.
Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. That'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. But now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's Deshaun Watson with a touchdown pass to Brandon Cooks. And the Texans will extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
10-10. At their own
good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. After the interception, here's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And some space here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the red zone now, Watson flushed out right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
The tackle. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
To go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. The final shot before the break. Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 42. He gives it off to Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football. Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
On 7-yard line.
Now Watson. They'll roll him out right.